Hi guys, and welcome to another Watch Geek video and another unboxing and first impressions. This is the first time that I'm featuring this brand on my channel. It's called Fred Bekher, but the man behind the brand has been featured on the channel through different other brands that he's been helping in designing them. So he's a watch designer that finally, after working for others like Nautilus and Prometheus and some other brands, has decided to do his own watch, and it's called Nautilus, but it's not inspired by the Patek Philippe Nautilus, but rather by the story 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea by Jules Verne. So let's open the package and see what we got. Unfortunately, when it comes to pricing and the details of the launch, I actually got this pretty early before they even started the campaign, so that I have time to record it and send it to the other reviewers. So I won't have these details ready just yet, but I will leave links in the description. However, when it comes to the full review by Dad, after I spend some time with these watches, I will have all those details, so they will be covered in the full review. But like I said, this is just the unboxing and first impressions. So let's open the package and see what we got. And here we go. So this has been packed in just like a regular box. This is not how you're going to be receiving your watch, because like I said, this is just a pre-production prototype used for reviews, so it gets sent around. And here it is in all its glory. So let's zoom in and see it from up close and peel this thing away. And look at it. It really does look like it's inspired by that story. It's very steampunk. Pretty cool. So this one is made in bronze. They will also have a stainless steel one. And the case is actually made out of two pieces. This piece here actually goes around and is pressed into this lower piece. And I'll put some renderings on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about. The watch itself looks pretty original, which is something I would expect from the man behind the Nautilus swordfish and the hammerhead. It is 42 millimeters in diameter by 48 lug to lug and 14 millimeters in thickness. That's their own data. I will have my own measurements ready for the review. It looks pretty unique and pretty cool. It has a Blancpain 50 fathoms styled bezel. As you can see, it comes with a sapphire crystal on both the front and the back, and it looks like a pretty thick sapphire. It's powered by the Seiko NH35. And look at that dial, it's pretty original, not only because of the markers and these numerals, the 3, 6, and 9 are actually shaped out of regular round markers. So the 6 just has this little cutout, the 9 is just reversed like the 6, and the 3 is the only one that looks like an actual number. And I especially love the placement of the date dial, although it looks pretty hard to read, but it is very, very cool. Maybe if they put some kind of a cyclops under the lens there, that would be even better. But overall, I really do like the look of the watch. It is a bit of a beast, but that's what you would expect from something inspired by that book. The crown is a screw-in crown, and the watch does come with 300 meters of water resistance. I do like the fact that the hands are pretty long, and they also look pretty original. Now, my one complaint so far is that they seem pretty thin compared to the markers. The markers are really bold and big, but the hands are pretty thin. The hour hand is pretty okay, and I don't mind the thin seconds hand, but I wish the minute hand was a bit chunkier to go with these markers. But overall, the design is pretty cool and, like I said, pretty original. So let's try it on my wrist, and I will be doing a loom shot. And that will pretty much conclude this unboxing and first impressions, because like I said, I don't have the launch detail, the price detail. All of that is still an unknown for me, but I do like the watch. It's pretty cool. Okay, so let's zoom out, take off my scuba dude Amphibia and look at them side by side, the watch is really not too big. It is chunky and massive, but compared to my Amphibia, it's actually pretty decent in size. It is pretty thick. So with a 48mm lug to lug, I do believe it should look good on my 6.7-inch wrist. So let's just strap it on and see how it looks. I'll just slide this one through the first keeper. Okay, so here it is on my 6.7-inch wrist. It is big, but it's acceptable. It doesn't overhang my wrist, but it is chunky. You will feel it on your wrist, and it does look like an eye catcher. Pretty cool. I really do like this green dial. It gives it a lot of character. And that date disc is just so cool and so original. Okay, let's take it off, try the lume shot to see how it looks in the dark. Let me just charge it a bit and see what's what. Okay, that's been enough. Zoom in a bit, let the camera focus, and turn off the lights. And there we go. And the lume is pretty strong. And look, even the seconds hand is loomed. Even though it's very, very thin, you can clearly see it. And the date is actually loomed to mimic the hour marker, although it's much weaker than the actual hour markers, but I do like the effort. Pretty cool. Okay, let's try the bezel action, because it does come with a unidirectional bezel, and it seems to have 120 clicks. It's pretty easy to grab, even though the teeth are very finely machined, but it doesn't slip, and the action is pretty good. It's smooth, and it goes well. I mean, it's not too strong nor too weak. Pretty good action. The alignment seems to be good as well. Pretty cool for a first effort. I do like the lines of the case. Wow. Anyways, that's it when it comes to this unboxing and first impressions. As usual, stay tuned for the full review that's gonna come up in a couple of weeks after I spend some time with the watch, wear it, and see how it feels. But overall, I like it when it comes to the first impression, because it's very original. It's not just another sub-clone. It actually doesn't look like anything I've seen so far, except for the bezel. Because of this shape, it kind of reminds me of the 50 Fathoms, but that's about it. Everything else looks very, very original. Well, that's it. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.